and welcome to this week's edition of Enrichment, where we talk to small business owners and entrepreneurs on strategies and best practices. Now, although we know that small businesses are often at a disadvantage when competing with bigger companies, they can have one advantage. They can always be smarter than their competition. So this week, our subject is problems, or should we say opportunities? I think it's safe to say that the only people who don't have problems are dead people. For the living, problems are everywhere. We have new problems. We have old problems. We have big problems. We have little problems. We have public problems. We have those personal problems. The list goes on. And when faced with problems, we often think, if only I was as talented as that person. If only I had more money. If only I was younger or taller or thinner. We look to things we don't have and we think, if only I had that, my problem would go away. And of course, that's ridiculous. To be alive is to have problems. In fact, the presence of problems in our lives is not negative, but instead it's positive. Let me explain. I recently read a book titled Giant Slayers: Ground Rules for Overcoming Life's Biggest Obstacles by Leif Hetland. He explores the truth behind why we have problems and how to overcome them. Life without problems would not be perfect. In fact, just the opposite. Not only would life be boring, but it would also be static. Nothing would change. We would never evolve. There'd be no growth. Running away from problems just allows them to get stronger and more difficult to solve when we finally are forced to confront them. Instead of running or hiding from problems, we need to run towards them. We can't defeat a problem if we don't show up to do battle with it. Now, don't get me wrong. Running into a problem without preparation is foolish. Timing, as they say, is everything. But when the timing is finally right, hesitation can be catastrophic. As pointed out by the author, problems are the stepping stones towards our destiny. Now, here are 4 truths about the nature of problems. 1, everyone has them. No amount of talent, money, education, or support will help us avoid them. 2, without problems, we cannot have success. Resistance is the catalyst of success. Without wind resistance, an airplane could never get off the ground. It's the resistance that provides the lift to flight. Number 3, problems are our friends, not our enemies. With this perspective, we turn our problems into our friends. Problems are the critical component of success. And finally, problems don't need to catch us off guard. If we prepare properly, we'll be ready to act when the problem arises. More importantly, we'll be ready to attack the problem before it becomes a crisis. Every problem overcome prepares us for the next one. When considered with the right perspective, we recognize problems as merely speed bumps on our road to success. René Descartes, French philosopher, scientist, and mathematician, said, "Each problem that I solved became a rule which served afterwards to solve other problems." So my challenge to you is this. Think of a problem you're facing right now, or one you need to face, and write it down. Not only does writing it down make it more real, but it often makes it less intimidating. Then write down how you can attack it. And that's it. All right, good luck. I'll be back next week. If you'd like to further discuss anything regarding this topic or any small business strategies, reach out to me at rich@speakingofsuccess.us. I'd love to talk. Just use my calendar to schedule a time that's most convenient for you. That's it. As I said, I'll see you next week. Bye.